Hello guys, it's Fran here at Dreams of Babies, and I am here with Indya Layne, and we are going to change her clothes. Get down, Maves. We're going to give her a change up, and we're going to change her into this little dress, which, oh my gosh, it's got all kinds of lint on it. I hate washing black because the lint, oh my gosh, that drives me nuts. So, story time. I've noticed that, well, I don't remember who, well, I'll do story time after I start dressing her. It's clean, people. It's just got all kinds of lint on it and my hair on it. But anyway, we're going to change her into this. It has a little, it's all black, long sleeve dress with ruffled plaid pink and white and black stripes. Then it has the white lace. Then it has black with white polka dots. Then it has red with white striped plaid again. And then it just folds over like that. Just lays on her. So we're going to change her into this. We're not going to change her onesie or her diaper because we just did all that. We're going to put this little headband with it. It's got a light pink little rose like flower in the middle of it. And the band is just white. And these little socks, which are white with white lace going around the ends of them, which you fold down. So yeah, let's get her changed, and she will get a new passy. We will pick one out, because I didn't do that yet. Let's get this off her head real quick. There we go. And so anyway, guys, I don't know if y'all watch Mel Amore's nursery channel, but you should. She has such beautiful babies on there. She's such a lovely lady to watch. She's so nice, so sweet. And so yeah, this is kind of a shout out for her channel. So go watch her. Go sub. She does some really, why is this dress not wanting to come off of her? She has so many pretty babies, and she, I believe, has some up for sale right now. And she just got some really pretty babies on there. She talks about some really interesting stories. And this is where one of my stories is going to come from today. I can't remember who she said that started this tag about the unknown. But I'm going to tell you a story. I'm sorry, guys. She's not even looking at you. She's looking at me. About a house that I lived in. I had these on backwards, didn't even know it. What a mom. In the same town that I live in now, but it's at the other end of town of where I'm at now. And we lived there for about 6 years, I think. It was quite a while we lived there. A lot of strange things happened there, mainly to me. Now, other people heard stuff, but I mainly heard and felt the most of it. When we moved in, not long after we moved in, okay, the laundry department area was downstairs in the basement, which the basement wasn't a finished basement. It just had like the furnace down there, and was just concrete floor, and then it was dirt floor back beyond that, and it was concrete where the washer and dryer went. Well, when we first moved in it, and I would go down and do laundry, I would get the weirdest, creepiest feelings down there. I would feel like you're being watched, like, all the time. It used to creep me out, really, really creep me out. Now this, of course, is not my very first time with the paranormal, but this house kind of stayed with me through, like, many years, because I think about it often, about what happened there. Her little hair is so crazy. But I hate trusting babies on boppy pills. I need to get one of those beds that have that's all one and sealed, you know, because this one really drives me nuts. But anyway, back to the story. We lived there for quite a long time. We had decided to start like remodeling it and stuff in different rooms. We was doing it room by room. Let me back up a minute, because I was down in the basement one time changing laundry from the washer to the dryer, and I had just gotten all the laundry switched over and set the button. I was getting ready to go back upstairs with, and as I turned to go, I felt something breathe, like, on my neck. Okay, and I had hair. I have at that time had hair that was down past my shoulders, and I felt this breath, and I heard it. It wasn't just feeling it, I heard it too. And she's even looking at you guys here. Let me turn her a little bit. There you go. And so I ran out of there. I mean, I just took off. I split. I was like, I was done. And that was the, like, that's not the last time I went down there, because, hello, I had to go down and wash clothes. But I was scared to death to go down there. Petrified to go down there, mind you. And so, moving on from that, that was the only incident that happened to me down in the basement. It was almost like, I mean, now I believe that at the time, it was like a warning to me that if I, oh man, I wish that would have been working with this. If I didn't get out or leave or whatever, that things were going to get so much worse. So, anyway, that was it for, like, oh, I don't know, I'd say like a year or two. I mean, we had always heard, like, weird noises in there, like, like, our bedroom was, like, right by the front porch, and you would hear, and by the driveway, and you would hear in the middle of the night at, like, 3 o'clock in the morning, well, it was like 1 to 3, you'd hear cars pull up. You could literally hear a car pull up in our driveway, shut off, doors open and close, and people walking up onto the porch. You would hear the screen door open, and then that would be it. Well, this happened several times, and we had gotten up one time. It was me and my ex-husband, which is my ex-husband now. Well, it was my husband then, but ex now. But we would get up and look out the window, and we would see no car. There would be no car in the driveway other than ours. There would be no, is that a clear? No. Okay, this came off someone. Oh, that works. Now that looks really cute on her, even though it don't really go with what she's wearing. But I think we're gonna go with it because I like it. But anyway, there was never anybody there. Well, the next time that we heard this, we had woken up when we heard the car. We was awake actually because we were watching a movie or something. Yes, I'm a night owl, always have been. And I heard it pull up driveway, and I woke him up, and I said, it's doing it again. And he jumped out of bed, ran into the kitchen, ran into the living room, and sat there. And as soon as we heard the door open, as soon as he heard the door open, the screen door open, he swung open the inside door, and the door was closed, screen door was closed, no one was there. But we know what we heard. I mean, it was clear as day. It was there. Something was there at that door. We heard it. It was clear as day. So anyway, years go by. We split up. I end up with the house. And me and Dan get together. Not anything else has happened other than that. I mean, that went on and off for years. I mean, we never seen anything, you know. We just like would laugh because it was like to the point where, okay, there's nothing we can do about it, so whatever, move on. So yeah, it would go by, and then, I mean, you know, we would just let it be because we didn't know what else to do. I mean, I forgot the comb in there, and I don't think I have one in here. I'll have to use the toothbrush, I guess. Which ain't gonna do very good. Oh, well, dang it. I forgot I had the curly hair. We're gonna try Nana's Noodles and Boo, I think it's called, on her hair, and see what we can do with it. Back to the story, guys. So, we, like I said, years went by, and me and Dan was living there. We had a little girl, ended up having a child, and which is Candy. A lot of you know of her. She was, we had moved her into our bedroom, and we moved into the living room because we were updating the middle room. We were in the process of potty training her, and the bathroom was like right there. No, Hermione. And the bathroom was right there, so off that room, which also went off the kitchen. But we wanted her close to the bathroom so that we could help her get a handle on it. And we were updating the middle room, which is the dining room, which was the room you have to walk through to get from the one bedroom, or get from the living room into the other bedroom and bathroom and kitchen and all that. So we ended up moving our bedroom into the front room so that we could update the middle room. So she was in our bedroom, which was the master bedroom, and she was at this state like 2.5, I think she was about 2.5. She was like 2.5, I think. We one night she woke up in the middle of the night screaming and yelling and crying for me. I mean, yelling, screaming at the top of her lungs, scared to death. We run in there, and she is all scrunched up at the head of her bed, and she's all scrunched up at the head of her bed and crying and just in hysterics, like I could not get her to calm down. That bad. And I walked over to her, sat down next to her, and I said, what's wrong? What's going on? And she said, I said, why are you up here? I said, you need to get back in bed and lay down. Tell me what happened. And she would just cry. She was just crying, and she kept pointing at the foot of her bed. And I said, what? I said, what are you pointing at? And she said, the little girl. I said, little girl? And she said, yes, there's a little girl there. I said, where? She said, at the foot of her bed. She pointed at the foot of her bed. And she said, I said, you see a little girl there? She said, yes. And I said, what does she look like? And she said, she's black. Her skin, now this was her words, is melting. Or not her skin. She said, she is melting. That's how she said it. And I said, melting? I said, what do you mean melting? She's like, she's melting, Mom. Make her get off my bed. Tell her to go away. Tell her to quit. And I said, okay. I said, Candy, I said, you need to tell her to get off your bed. Tell her to get off your bed and leave you alone. And I said, so she did. She said, get off my bed. Leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep. And a few minutes later, she calmed down. She laid down in her bed. And I said, did she leave? And she said, yeah, she's gone, Mommy. And so she laid down in bed. And she went right back to sleep. Well, okay. Like couple months later, we started to remodel that room. So we moved her into our room, which was the front room at the time, so we could work on that room. Easter morning, her poor curls are just crazy. I can never get them like Debbie had them when she made her. Oh my God, it's crazy. But, okay, Easter morning, it was 2:45, if I remember right. Pretty sure it was 2:45. All three of us, me, Dan, and Candace, there was footsteps, like heavy footsteps going across our bedroom, our living room floor where we were sleeping on our beds. But you could hear those footsteps. They were loud. They were thump, 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 thump. And we woke up. Candace sat up in her bed and looked and said, what was that? And we just kind of was like, I don't know. Because we didn't know what it was. We heard the footsteps, but you know, like when you're half awake and half asleep, you don't really know what it is. So you just kind of like brush it off kind of thing. So we don't know. It was footsteps. It was heavy footsteps, like of a heavy person. Anyway, so that was, and then when we started, okay, we had taken the drywall down around the door to that bedroom where Candy had the incident happen, and all above the door and around the door was burnt. So in other words, that house had burnt at one time, and we believe that this little girl that Candy said was little, like her, so had to been like 2, 3, maybe years old, had died in that house from a fire or something, because of the way that she described her. That's the only thing that I can think of what that was about. So that was, and you know, kids at that age don't make up stories. They don't even know what stories are back then, you know, at that age. So they you know, don't They can't make up stories. So anyway, a fast backwards a minute. I forgot to tell you about another part in the house. Back when I was still married, my husband was leaving for work one day, and I had stepped out on the back porch, off the back porch onto the steps. There is, I think there was 8 steps going down to the concrete. Well, it was kind of like a concrete mixed with pebbles, you know, like that kind of concrete. And I had walked down 2 steps because we were talking as he was leaving, as he was getting in the van to leave. And I was talking to him, and then all of a sudden he got in the van and rolled his window down, and I was standing there, and I felt something like wind, like 2 hands, but it didn't actually touch me, but it felt like the air hit me hard, like on both sides of my shoulders, hit me so hard that I flew out from the top step, or the second step, all the way down to the concrete on the bottom below the steps, landed on my hands and knees, and I hit so hard that it ripped my knee open, and I had a chunk of meat missing out of my knee. I had 7 stitches put in, and I ended up he watched it. He said, "How in the heck did you fall down those steps and not hit none of them?" And I looked at him and I said, because he had jumped out of the van and ran over to me when it happened, and he said, "How the heck did you fall off those steps and not hit any of them?" And I said, "I didn't fall. Something pushed me." And that's just what I said. And he said, he just looked at me and he said, "Well, we need to get you to the doctor because you definitely need stitches." So I got there, and they said that there is a chunk of my meat missing out of my knee, and they had to do like an internal stitch on that part and then an outer stitch on the other. But yeah, that really scared me. That was the first time I've ever been physically touched like that by a ghost, and it was purposely, or by a spirit, whatever you want to call them. It was purposely done to either scare me, or I don't know. But after that day, I was scared to death to live in that house. But when we split up and me and Dan ended up together, well, when we divorced and me and Dan ended up together, it was, I had told him the stories about everything that happened there, and then we, you know, started hearing all the stuff and the weird stuff going on and everything. And so yeah, that was one of my one of the scariest houses. It is still in this town, and we drive by it a lot when we coming home because it's like right up off the main road. And I get weird feelings every time we go by it. I feel strange. And yeah, that was the scariest. And after that, I really didn't want to stay in there, but I had no choice. And after me and my husband split up, and then I got with Dan, I told him everything, and he started experiencing and hearing stuff. We would hear knocking on the door. We would get up, and a cabinet door would be wide open, and we knew it was closed. Things would be moved that we know we set stuff down at. Just a whole bunch of crazy different stuff, all kinds of stuff. But that house was really active, and I don't know, I'm sure it still is. But we now live in another house, this house, that is haunted. Everybody that stays here has stayed upstairs and heard stuff. But I will tell you all about that in a whole nother story, because right now I got something else I need to talk to you about. But yeah, that was one scary house. So anyway, this um, that I brought on last weekend. Remember this? I thought it was Lexi that made these. This and this blanket. But it is not Lexi from Hey There Spooky Face. It is Bean from the Beanstalk nursery that made these. And like I said, it had been years since I got these. I couldn't even remember. I don't even know why I thought that it was Lexi. Maybe it's because they kind of make the same kind of babies. You know, they do a lot of the same kind of stuff. But it wasn't Lexi. But Lexi really should come up with her own thing, because she's been in the reborn community for a very long time now, and like me, and she does awesome. She does great babies. She does great work. She's really sweet, and I mean, she should really come up with her own little logo and do that. I think it's an awesome idea. But anyway, go check out Lexi at Hey There Spooky Face if you haven't already. She's on YouTube. So go watch her videos. Check out her babies, because she has lots and lots and lots of interesting, cute, and babies. She just got a werewolf, and oh my god, I love it. But yeah, go check her out, guys. And I'd tell you to check out Bean, but she hasn't done videos in over a year now. But she does have a YouTube channel. It's Bean, oh my gosh, what is it? Beanstalk Nursery, I think. I don't know. I'll have to look and put it, but she hasn't made them in like a year or so. But she is still making babies. She's just not putting them on YouTube. So, I don't know. So anyway, guys, this is probably getting extremely long. I'm going to let you all go, because I don't want to keep you all day, and I need to go get lunch because I'm starving. And yeah, so wait a minute. Before I go, though, I want to show Nana something. Nana has issues, so did I, about socks being loose, losing their whatever that's called, elasticity, whatever. If you take your socks and matching them, instead of doing like most people do and do that, which pulls the elasticity, pulls the stuff loose and makes it loose, what you do is you take them like this, you put one inside the other, and then they don't do that, see? It keeps them like new. And then you just pull them apart when you go to use them. But that's how I do all my babies' socks, because it keeps them from losing the tightness of them. When you roll them into a ball, and it keeps them pulled apart like that. And then when it keeps them pulled apart, this stretches. So when you put them in like this, they stay like they're not on anything, and it keeps them from pulling this part apart. It keeps them from getting loose. So anyway, guys, Nana, that's how I do my socks, to keep my socks from getting all stretchy. Okay, I'm going to let you go, guys. I will see you here next Saturday, maybe Thursday, if I remember to do the theme Thursday thing. I forgot to check the video of having you on of what it was supposed to be this week, so I didn't get to do it. So anyway, guys, take care, and I will see you next Saturday. Have a great week, and get out and enjoy some of the outside time if you get a chance to. Enjoy the weather. If it's nice where you are, get some swimming in, because our pool isn't up yet. And I can't wait for that to get up, because I want to go swimming. So anyway, see you guys later. And Indya Layne says she will see you later. Here, I will pick her up real quick so you all can see her outfit. That is the bottom. That's how the bottom looks. And then her hair and her little bow. She's so big I can't get her all the way in this. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so I will see you all later. Y'all take care. And like and subscribe. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you've been here a while, thank you for sticking around. Thanks for hanging out with us. And yeah, I will see you all on the next time. Don't forget to go check out Lexi's channel, Hey There Spooky Face, and check out Mel's channel, Mel Amore Nursery. And yeah, see you all later. Bye, guys. Say bye, Joy. Say bye. Bye-bye. See you later, guys.